And two, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Michel. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Let's convert.
Now Jameis on second down. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ready.
Second down, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, Kamara. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Ready. Move ready.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2.
Let's go now.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Ready.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Winston. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it'll bring up third down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Third and goal, Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick here is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To Michel on the dump off. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
A give. This is Michel. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Malone. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Hey, let's go!
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hey, express! Hey, Rick Lance!
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Derek Rivers able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed, right?
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Watch it now, Barney!
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All right, now look at 56.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
All right, now
That's a
look at
win for the
56.
stop
Look at
troops right
56.
there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And it's going to make our score 15-3. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a second down throw for Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Calais Campbell on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to take another shot here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Here's Winston. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, this is Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third and short yardage, Winston. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Let's go now. Even.
They'll run it here with Logan. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jameis now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long for Winston. On the crossing route, complete. That's Davis. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Tech McKinley in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Winston now. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 38. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down. Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And Davis has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd down, Winston. And Winston lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw is Winston. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Detroit! Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Malone. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And a big one us here as he's taken down. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio.